Miranda, the farting kitten, the arrival of Miranda in the quaint little town of Whiskerville. Nestled between rolling green hills and a sparkling river, there was a small, cozy cottage where a kind old woman named Mrs. Maple lived. Mrs. Maple was known for her love of animals, and her home was always filled with the cheerful sounds of purring cats, chirping birds, and the occasional bark of a visiting dog. One sunny morning, as Mrs. Maple was tending to her garden, she heard a faint mewing coming from the bushes. Curious, she gently parted the leaves and found a tiny, fluffy kitten with soft orange fur and big, curious eyes. The kitten looked up at her with a mixture of fear and hope, and Mrs. Maple's heart melted instantly. "Oh, you poor thing," Mrs. Maple cooed, scooping the kitten into her arms. "You must be lost. Don't worry, I'll take care of you." She brought the kitten inside, gave her a warm bath, and fed her a bowl of creamy milk. The kitten purred contentedly, and Mrs. Maple decided to name her Miranda. Then came the unusual problem. Miranda quickly settled into her new home, charming everyone with her playful antics and sweet nature. She loved chasing after balls of yarn, climbing the curtains, and curling up in Mrs. Maple's lap for a nap. But there was one thing about Miranda that was unusual. Miranda had uncontrollable farts. At first, it was just a little toot here and there, which Mrs. Maple found amusing. But soon, Miranda's farts became more frequent and, well, more potent. They could clear a room in seconds, and even the other animals gave her a wide berth. "Oh dear," Mrs. Maple said one evening, fanning the air after a particularly powerful fart. "Miranda, what are we going to do with you?" Miranda looked up at her with innocent eyes, completely unaware of the chaos she was causing. They searched for a solution. Mrs. Maple was determined to help Miranda. She tried changing her diet, switching from regular cat food to special, gentle formulas. She even consulted with the local veterinarian, Dr. Paws, who suggested that Miranda might have a sensitive stomach. Sometimes kittens just have a bit of trouble digesting certain foods, Dr. Paws explained. But with the right care, she should grow out of it. Mrs. Maple tried everything Dr. Paws recommended, but Miranda's farts persisted. They were so powerful that they could even propel her tiny body across the room, much to the amusement of the other animals. One day, as Miranda was playing in the garden, she noticed a group of birds chirping excitedly near the river. Curious, she scampered over to investigate. But as she got closer, she accidentally let out a particularly loud fart, which sent her flying into the air and landing right in the middle of the river. The current was strong, and Miranda was swept away before she could even meow for help. She paddled furiously, but the water was too much for her tiny body. Just as she was about to give up, she felt a strong gust of wind beneath her. Another fart. This one was so powerful that it propelled her out of the water and onto the riverbank, where she landed safely on a soft patch of grass. The birds, who had been watching the whole scene, burst into applause. "Bravo, Miranda," they chirped. "You're a hero." Miranda blinked in surprise. She had never been called a hero before. Maybe her farts weren't so bad after all. Soon, word of Miranda's heroic rescue spread quickly through Whiskerville. The townsfolk were amazed by the little kitten's unique ability, and Miranda became a local celebrity. People came from far and wide to see the farting kitten who had saved herself from the river. Mrs. Maple was proud of her little Miranda, and she realized that sometimes what makes us different can also make us special. Miranda's farts might have been a nuisance at times, but they had also saved her life and brought joy to the town. From that day on, Miranda embraced her unique talent. She even learned to control her farts, using them to help others in need. Whether it was propelling herself to reach a bird's nest or clearing a path through the snow, Miranda's farts became a force. For good, Miranda continued to live happily with Mrs. Maple, surrounded by her animal friends and the love of the entire town. She no longer felt embarrassed by her farts. Instead, she wore them as a badge of honor. And so, Miranda, the farting kitten, became a legend in Whiskerville, a reminder that even our quirks and imperfections can make us extraordinary. The end.